Wait, hold on. What? You mean those little stick figure people you put on like the back window of your car is not for it's not to like tally the amount of people you've ran over? Oh. Well, I guess I better take mine off then. Yeah. Oh, hey everybody. How's it going? I know last week I said I might not do one of these this week because I might be had my head in World of Warcraft, which I'll get more into later, but hi, here I am, another weekly update. And I would say it's a slow week, but I did manage to get a platinum, but it was one of those games where you can get the platinum in like an hour or two. So yeah, and I got a few other trophies, and we'll dig into that. As always, feel free to hit me up on any social media if you want to chat with me there and don't want to leave it as a YouTube comment or whatever. Sometimes I know we go back and forth in YouTube comments, so if you'd rather just keep it in social media, or like if you just want to message me about something else or whatever, and see what I'm doing in between videos. And we also have a small trophy on Discord, so feel free to join that. You can find all the links down in the video description below on YouTube. All right, so let's get on with the weekly trophies, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. So first up, I got Killing Floor 2. They added a new map. It was like I think the DLC is called like the Polar Distress. It's like their Christmas update, and every update they add at least one new map. This one was called like Crash or something. It's like a railroad, train yard, and like there's a crash train and stuff. So you gotta find the collectibles in this one. It's snow globes, which it's snow globes and usually the Christmas or winter update, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I did that with my dad. We ended up finding them all. So we got that on December 11th at 10:48 p.m., which is an ultra rare bronze. It's ultra rare right now, but it'll go up because it's new-ish. It's only been out for about a week and a half or so, I think. And then on the 12th, I get a trophy in Fallout 76 American Hero, reach level 50. I get that at 4:07 a.m. on the 12th, which is an uncommon silver. And then I got another Fallout 76 trophy on the 13th, December 13th, at 6:32 a.m. And it's called Kill or Be Killed to kill another player. That's an uncommon bronze. And then I get Bounty Hunter kill a wanted player. Actually, I got this exact same time on December 13th, 6:32. It's an uncommon bronze because the player was a wanted player. And then we actually PvP'd a little bit. And so this is still on December 13th at 7:04. So about 32 minutes later, 7:04 a.m., I got Good Grief killed 20 players, and that's a rare bronze. PvP in that game is rough because there's some people nowadays that are like in the level 700s. I know equipment doesn't really get better after 50, but they got legendary perks and they got their weapons, their perfect weapons with their perfect legendary perks on it. And sometimes it seems like a lot of high level people use I don't know if it's a Gatling laser or some sort of automatic laser that will just melt you in seconds before you even know what's going on, before you even know which direction you're getting shot at. So yeah, I got my 20 kills and got out of there, but it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, PvP in that game is something else. So I I usually run around with pacifist mode on where you can't really PvP with other players, and so I turned that back on after I was done with that trophy for sure, and I probably won't be turning it off ever again. Cause yeah, okay. And now on December 14th, we get to a game. It's called Lord of the Click, which I'll talk more about here in a second. But I just went ahead and got the platinum. I'm not gonna go over every trophy. I'll just kind of recap them for you. I got this starting at 9:57 a.m., so almost 10 o'clock in the morning on December 14th. I started it, and it doesn't look like there's any bronzes. It's all silvers and golds, and I got the platinum at 11 o'clock a.m. exactly. So that's what, like a little over an hour. When did I start? 9:57. So yeah, it was a little over an hour and like 3 minutes. And as you can see, it's a common platinum there, and mm, uh, it's it's different than what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, well, hold on. Let me recap the trophies for you. If you don't know, it's like a clicker game where you click to spawn enemies and stuff like that. And like I said, I'll get in more into that in a second. But basically, all you need to do to get a platinum is to spam buttons. Press the buttons for 7,777 times. So spam buttons, defeat the levels. The last level is level, I think, 8. They get you one for level 7, but I don't think you get one for level 8. I think you just get game over for level 8. It's over. So basically, just complete all the levels, mash buttons, and you'll get the platinum pretty much just by beating the game, more or less. Because unless you're not spamming the buttons, which you kind of have to in that game, you'll have the platinum. So yeah, I thought it was gonna be kind of different. There's a old Flash game I used to play on Congregate, but I'm sure it's on other Flash game sites too, probably like Armor Games and Newgrounds and stuff like that. But I played on a Congregate personally. I liked Congregate because they had a badge system, which is like trophies and achievements and stuff. So that's why I usually pick Congregate over any of the others. So I played it on Congregate. There was a Flash game series called Epic War. They had a ton of them. I think they ended up coming up with like 7 or 8 of them. I really liked the first 3 or 4. I think 3 was my favorite, if I remember right. And then they kind of started going downhill after that. But basically, what they were is you each had a castle at one side. You fought AI. I think they put in multiplayer later, but I didn't play it. But, anyways, you had a castle, AI had a castle, and you spawned troops to go fight the enemy castle. You know, you fought their troops along the way. Whoever's troops got to the enemy castle and destroyed the castle first wins. So I thought it was going to be a lot like that because the screenshots and the gameplay videos I saw made it look a lot like that. But here's the difference: in Epic War, you could like spawn. You kind of was strategical. It was more strategical. You could either put a bunch of weak, quick spawning troops in there and hope to kind of overrun the enemy forces, or you could have a bunch of slower spawning, powerful troops and hope to overwhelm the forces that way. Or you could like mix and match, you know, and you could choose like, okay, I'm gonna leave my powerful forces back and build up and let my weak forces go forward and stuff like that. So I thought it was gonna be like that. It looked a lot like that on the screenshots and gameplay video. I guess I should have looked at more gameplay video. Maybe I should have watched a review for it. But it's not really like that. And this, you just spam. It's like basically like a quick clicker game. You spam, I think, R1 to spawn troops, and so you just spam R1, and I think L2 like shoots enemy air troops or something, and like so you're basically just spamming R1 to spawn troops as fast as you can, and that's it. Like you do spawn tougher troops, but it's like random. You need like enough bread for the game to randomly spawn the troop. You can't pick when to spawn the more powerful troops. So yeah, it kind of was a disappointment, and I've already bought the sequel because the sequel's on sale first. Lord of the Click is what this game's called. If I didn't say that, I think I said that, but in case I didn't, I already bought Lord of the Click 2 because it was on sale first. And when I saw it, I said, "Hey, this looks like Epic War. That's awesome!" So I bought it, and then I bought the first one. So I waited to play the first one first. I bought the first one on sale. So I already have the second one, so I might as well play it. Maybe the second one's a little bit closer to Epic War. We'll see. They even have a third one, but I guess I should have known by the name Lord of the Click that you're just going to be spamming buttons. But I thought that was just a name. I thought it was just like the name of the game. It doesn't. I didn't know it was really going to be you're clicking your freaking fingers off. Like my fingers were sore clicking through all that, and I started the game with the NES days and actually went back to Atari for a little while because my dad had one hooked up, but I started with NES days, and NES you basically spammed A and B, So there were some games you had to spam A and B real fast in order to go whatever. Like one of my big ones I used to remember is called Bigfoot. And that was about Bigfoot, the monster truck, not the mythical creature, or mythical creature. I know some people think he actually exists, which that's a rabbit hole we can go down to. But it was about the monster truck, so they had like 2 different types of races, and the one races you had to like spam left and right on the D-pad. And I used to play that game a lot as a kid. I love that game, Bigfoot on the NES. Look into it if you haven't played it. And yeah, I used to love that game, and I'm no stranger to fast finger work. Stupid. So yeah, even my fingers are killing me, and so it's rough. Actually, the third to the last level's the hardest because you got like an enemy that would come out and at least kill one of your troops. It's a bow guy. Even if you're spamming L2 to do your ranged attack, he'll still come out and kill at least one before you can kill him. And I think they're the samurai level. That one's the hardest one. The last 2 after that are easy. The one after that's like Aliens versus Predator. It's like a predator on top of the pyramids, presenting a bunch of aliens. That one was easy as heck because the little things you shoot with R2 were little face huggers that came out, and they were weak, so you could get them way before they got to your troops. And the last level was like a boss fight where you fought a big rabbit. And the thing with that one, though, As one of his attacks, he like jumped on the ground and sent rocks coming down, and you could shoot the rocks easily before they got to your troops. And then while he was doing that, you just hit on the rabbit and got free hits on him, and then he spawned little rabbits after that to take out your troops. So yeah, that one was easy as well. So the third to last level, the samurai one, my fingers were killing me. I'm glad the other two fights weren't as tough. Then I found out, like there towards the end, that there's actually cheat codes in this game. You can actually use a cheat code, and it doesn't disable trophies, so you can actually get the platinum using the cheat. The cheat gives you like unlimited money, so you can just like buy all the upgrades right away. And then it wouldn't really help you win faster because I think sure you could. They have like a little boulder you can send towards the enemy team that takes out all the troops, even yours if they're on the map, and then it'll hit their castle and like it will slowly win the game for you, but you're still not gonna win super quick. But you could do it that way if you wanted to cheese it. So yeah. Anyways, let's go into my stats here. Fallout 76 was my trophy percentages. Fallout 76 was at 40% last week. Now it's at 46%. And Lord of the Click, of course, was at 0%. Now it's 100. The platinum. It took me 1 hour and 3 minutes to platinum it, which that's what I said, wasn't it? I know math hard, me big dum dum, but at least that was pretty easy. My stats up here. My trophy level went up to 514. Not a big surprise because I was pretty close to 514. Plus, I got that platinum. My total overall trophies is now at 12,687, which is an increase of 27. One platinum, of course, so now I'm at 111 platinums. 738 gold, which is an increase of 7. 2,263 silvers, which is an increase of 15. And 9,575 bronzes, which is an increase of 4. And then my games played went up 1 to 616, of course, that Lord of the Click. Games completed went up 2 to 112. Remember, Killing Floor 2, so it went down to 99 because of that DLC trophy. Now it's back up to 100. So yeah, and then my completions rating is now up to 49.14%, which is an increase of 0.11%. So pretty good. I'm getting to that 50. And my unearned trophies is now at 11,323, which is a decrease of 3. It should be like 5, but I think Gems of War had another free DLC that added 2 more trophies, so that's why it's only 3. My trophies per day is still at 2.44. I'm hoping to get to 2.45 again eventually. We'll find out how long it takes. At least it's not going down to 2.43, even though I'm not really earning too many trophies right now. And then my world rank is at 20,153, which is better by 97 spots. Getting those platinums will help for that stuff. But that's why those people spam those easy platinum games, huh? And then my crunch rank is now at 4,532, which is better by 15 spots. And that's about it. I guess I'll kind of fit it into my plans for next week. I'm sure most of y'all saw, I finally got into PlayStation Stars. Finally this past, was it Wednesday? Was it Tuesday? Or was it Monday? I think it was Monday at midnight. Or was it Tuesday at midnight? I don't know. I tweeted it out, and I think I put it as a YouTube community post. I finally got into PlayStation Stars. They finally let me in. They let me in with no points, which I still think is lame. They should at least give me the points, because it's easy for them to look back and see the transactions I've made. But whatever, so I had no points. I had no PlayStation Stars level, no collectibles other than the Stargazer one that you start with or whatever. Which I don't really care about the collectibles. I'll go for the ones I got, like 6 of them already just by playing games. I didn't even go out of my way to get them. So I'll get the ones that are easy. But other than that, I don't really care about them. The only one that I thought looked kind of cool that I wanted to get was the old fat PS3, and I guess that one's already passed and I can't get it anymore, which dear. But whatever, I guess maybe they'll bring it back around sometime. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, now I'm at stars level 2. I think I'm almost 3. I just need a couple more rare, non-common trophies, and then I'll be 3. And I think I got like almost 200 points already. So yay, at least I'm finally in. Like I said, I think they handled the whole thing dumb, and they let me in exactly 2 months, and I say 7.5 days after I signed up, because I signed up like at 8 or 9 in the morning, and they didn't let me in until midnight of that day. That day they finally let me in. At least I think it was midnight. That's when I noticed it. So I looked earlier that morning, like I want to say like 10 or 11 in the morning. I wasn't in, and so then I looked again like at 12. I think it was like 12:10, not 12:10, 12:10, 12:11. Somewhere in there. Midnight, a little after midnight, and I was in. So I was like, oh, and then I tweeted about it and told you all about it. So yeah, so they it seems like they let us in exactly 2 months after UK got it. UK got it last. They were the last region to get it. US and Canada got it a week before them, and of course, Asian countries got it a week before the US and Canada. So I guess that means if anyone was on the Asian wait list, I guess they had to wait 2 months and 2 weeks because I guess they let everyone who was on the wait list in at the same time, which that would have been my next logical guess. But I was already so done trying to guess when I was going to get in because I thought, at first I thought maybe it was like a mistake to let me in with the next day or next week. No, and then no. And I was like, well, maybe it'll just be a month. No. And then, exactly, I was like, okay, well, fine. I guess it's going to be exactly 2 months. No. And I was like, well, maybe it'll be 2 months the following Wednesday because the program started on a Wednesday even when it first came out in Asia. So when it came out in Asia, it was on a Wednesday. When it came out in the US, it was on a Wednesday. When it came out in the UK, it was on a Wednesday. So I said, well, maybe I'll get in and on that Wednesday of exactly 2 months. No. And then after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm done guessing when I'm going to get in because it was just every time I guessed, it was wrong. But that would have been my next logical guess is I was going to get in 2 months exactly from when it came out in UK, which that ended up being the case. So I guess they let everyone in the wait list at the same time. Everyone I knew, which was very few people, but everyone I knew who was on the wait list, most of y'all were in the UK. Y'all got in the same day that I did. So, and then there was like I said this last week. There's a PlayStation Stars subreddit. It's not an official Sony or PlayStation run one. It's just a people ran one or whatever. I don't know what you call that. So they had a few people that were on the wait list, and they all said that they got in the exact same day I did. So I guess they just let everyone in on the wait list at the same time, which you would think that they would let the Asian people in, then the US people in, then the UK people in, a week apart. That way it wasn't as stressful on the servers, which I'm sure there wasn't very many people on the wait list. I know not a lot of people talking about it. So maybe like 1,000 people were on the wait list, which I guess isn't too stressful on the servers. But still, you would think they would have spaced them out, but whatever. They didn't. The whole thing confuses me. I don't know why the wait list was random. I don't know why they even had a wait list. The whole thing is just I don't get like how they handled it at all, to be honest with you. So that's just another thing that I don't get why they did it. So whatever. But it's behind us now. I'm in PlayStation Stars. Yay. Yippee ki yay. I don't know why I said that. Lethal Weapon, Christmas time. I don't know. So yeah, I'm in. It's in the past. Whatever. So yeah, I made a little thing. I made a little bet that I was gonna play World of Warcraft if I wasn't in by Wednesday, and then of course they let me in before Wednesday. So I was actually kind of looking forward to playing some World of Warcraft. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna leave it there. So my plans for this week, I'm still playing Fallout 76 with my dad, of course. So I might get some Fallout 76 trophies. I'm not too sure if I'm close to any. I know you get a trophy for being level 100, but I'm only like level 56. So I'm not close to that. Maybe we'll get a story-related trophy, complete a certain quest trophy. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'm not really too sure what other trophies I'm missing in that game. So like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm close to anything. Um, like I said, maybe we'll get some of these complete quest trophies. I'm looking at the trophy list here. Reach level 100, like I said, I'm not close to that. Read 20 magazines. If they actually mean read them, I don't think I've read any of them. I think I might have read one or two. But if they just mean pick them up, then I might be kind of close to that one. Be Ground Zero to Nuclear Blast. I could get that one, I guess, if I wanted to. Because they're setting them off down there by Nuka World. There was a Nuka World update, and I guess I could get it if I wanted to. I don't know. And then Code Cruncher Hack 50 Terminals. I think I'm at like 28, so I'm still kind of ways from that. You can kind of grind this if you want to. You could like find out where a terminal is and then hack it, or find out where a couple terminals are, hack them, and then switch worlds. And then usually when you get into a new world, they'll be locked again. You can just hack them again. But I'm not too worried about it. I'll get it naturally because we're still playing the game. Now, if that was like the last trophy I needed for the platinum and we were almost done with the game, I would grind it out. Revive 20 fallen players. I think I've revived my dad twice, maybe 3 times. So, like I said, I'm hoping to get it naturally. You know, if it turns out to be the last trophy for the platinum and we're about to quit, then I don't know, maybe I'll do something about it. But anyways, 20 photos again. I can get this real quick. I think I'm probably at like 15 trophy or 15 photos. I've just been taking photos of what I think is cool because one thing about that game, if you've never played it, when you take screenshots, they'll actually make screenshots your loading screen sometimes. So I think that's pretty cool. So I've just been taking screenshots of stuff I think looks cool, and I'll get it when I get it. I could, get it right now if I wanted to, but. And then, they got the DLC trophies. Gain 1,500 gold bullion. I might be close to that. I'm not too sure how much bullion I have right now. And then I haven't even went into the pit. People say the pit's pretty hard, so me and my dad have been waiting to go into the pit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get some Fallout 76 trophies this week. Maybe I'll just get 20 photo ones. I don't know. And then other than playing Fallout 76 co-op, it's just I don't know what else I'll do. Maybe I'll play some GTA 3, the PS2 port. Maybe I'll play some more Skyrim. Or maybe I'll play some World of Warcraft. What? Huh? What? I didn't say nothing. Okay, so yeah. I'll probably play that. I guess I'll play that Lord of the Click 2 maybe and get it over with. I hope it's a little better than that first one. And then they even, like I said, they even have a third one. Maybe one of them's more epic warlike. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll try to make another one of these next week. I'll try to make one of these every week, even if I don't really have much to talk about. I can pad out the timing like I did today. I'm at 22 minutes and I haven't really talked about Jack. But I had the PlayStation Stars thing to talk about, so I don't know. I'll try to make one of these every week, unless I just have like absolutely nothing to talk about, so I might skip a week here and there. But I'll try to get one around every week. But yeah, all right, everybody. As always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day.